Some think that fishers oppose offshore wind projects in England because of "not in my backyard." That's possible, but it's more something intangible where all one sees is the ocean. Seas are considered to be special places. Wind development is often perceived as disruptive to people's relationship with place. From a social science perspective, place is not the physical environment alone, but rather a space imbued with meaning. For people who work at sea, the idea of place is more complex. Fishers have a multidimensional relationship with the ocean that extends to deeper and more distant waters. To those who visit or live near the ocean, place often only incorporates the near shore. There are highly variable levels of fisher support. For instance, fishers who knew of nearby developments were 5 times more likely to have a negative attitude. Familiarity with projects and concerns about impacts can breed discontent and opposition to offshore wind projects or farms. The concern is how the offshore wind project will affect the quality of fisheries science used for managing stocks, where the footprint of the offshore wind project and of a managed stock overlap in ways that may limit monitoring and hence the reliability of data for stock assessment. Short-term economic effects on fisheries in systems where managers are required to take scientific uncertainty into account when determining allowable catches is impacted. The co-location and coexistence of fisheries and offshore wind projects is also a factor. Successful co-location of specific types of fisheries, especially those using static gear, like lobster traps or crab traps, and their positioning relative to the offshore wind projects. Commercial fishers' resistance to setting gear within offshore wind projects are things like safety, legal, insurance issues, developers' demands for licensing, concerns about losing access to traditional fishing grounds, and being pushed into less productive areas due to crowding around the turbines and their placement of cables along their routes. For recreational fishers, there are similar concerns related to navigational safety, but recreational fishers were attracted to offshore wind projects in the UK because it increased fishing, especially spearfishing.